Welcome back. If you often feel drained after certain conversations with people, maybe even questioning your own reality, or you find yourself saying yes when you were actually meant to say no, you're likely dealing with manipulation. And this happens not because you're weak or naive. It's just that manipulative people are actually targeting specific vulnerabilities in how your brain processes specific information. Today, I'm going to tell you why people try to control you and give you a simple way to stop them in their tracks. You see, manipulation works because manipulative people understand something about your nervous system that you may not. They target what I call your social survival circuits. You know, the parts of the brain that are wired to maintain rapport and avoid conflict. Studies have actually suggested that people who manipulate others aren't necessarily smarter. They're just more willing to exploit basic human psychology. They use techniques like guilt tripping, gaslighting, or emotional manipulation because they know that your brain is hardwired to respond accordingly. Think about it for a moment. When someone says, "I thought you cared about me," right after you set a boundary, your nervous system immediately fires up those connections for preservation. Your brain goes, "Danger, relationship threat detected," and before you know it, you're backing down from the very boundary that you've just set. Manipulation works because it triggers what's called your fawn response. Now, most people know about fight, flight, or freeze, but fawn is when your nervous system decides the safest option is to please the other person. Your brain creates these neural pathways early in life as survival mechanisms. So if you grew up in an environment where keeping others happy meant staying safe, well, then your nervous system learned that conflict equals danger and compliance equals survival. Manipulative people, whether they realize it or not, are essentially hijacking these ancient survival programs. They create artificial urgency, manufacture guilt, or exploit your empathy because they know it triggers an automatic response within your system. Now, here's a solution that I learned while studying NLP to help end manipulation. You need to create what I call a pattern interrupt between the manipulation attempt and your automatic response. So here's my simple 3-step framework. Step number 1, the pause protocol. When someone causes you to feel guilty, confused, or pressured, your first move is to pause. Simply say, "I just need a moment to actually think about this," or "Can I get back to you at a later date?" Your system needs time to get out of that reactive state. Step number 2, the reality check. Ask yourself, am I feeling this way because of facts or because of how those facts are being presented to me? Manipulators are very good at distorting reality. Your job is to separate the emotional manipulation from the actual situation. Step number 3, the boundary reset. Respond to the facts, not the manipulation. If they guilt trip you about a boundary that you have just set, don't defend it, restate it. I understand you're disappointed, but my answer remains the same. You see, when you consistently apply this framework, you're training your brain by building automatic awareness rather than automatic compliance. The thing is, when you start recognizing and stopping manipulation, some people, well, they just might not like it. They might intensify their tactics or call you selfish, although it may be uncomfortable at the moment, but it's simply revealing their true intentions. Now, healthy, wholesome people actually respect boundaries. They don't need to manipulate you to get their needs met. As soon as you stop being susceptible to manipulation, you filter out people who were only there for their own gain. The mental and emotional fatigue that you've been feeling becomes less because you're no longer giving your energy to people who don't respect your individuality. So the next time someone tries to guilt, pressure, or manipulate you, use the pause protocol. Just say, I need some time to think about this, and give yourself that space. Now, if you found this video useful, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because your continued growth is exactly why I make these videos. And as always, your growth is my passion. See you in the next video.